Hey y'all, Trish here, back with Dishing with Trish on relationships. That last one that I just made got me to thinking about love languages. And I'm sure most of you have heard of Gary Chapman's books that talk about love language. If not, I will spread it out for you so it is easily understood here. It's very easily understood theory. It's so user friendly that a lot of churches use it for their marriage enrichment programs. Here's the deal, like, English is my first language. I can figure out a little bit of French, but I wouldn't say I speak it. But let's pretend like I do. Since English is my first language, that's what I'm going to choose to talk to you in. And that is what I would prefer it if you spoke to me in, because I get it that way. Okay, we all understand that. Now, in love languages, Mr. Chapman says that everybody has got a way that they show love. And he has a list of 5 that are common. And just like English is my first language and the one I wish you'd speak to me in, I've got a love language, which is the one I show love in. And I feel most loved if you use that language to show love to me. Okay? They are, in no particular order, physical touch, which could be anything from, smoothing the hair out of your eyes, holding your hand, a massage, to private time. There's words of affirmation. That's one of my very highest ones. That means saying things like, I love you. How could I get along without you? You're the best. Just blowing sunshine at your partner. It's words of affirmation. Physical touch, words of affirmation. I'm doing this off the cuff here. Quality time. Quality time is one-on-one, alone. The kids are not with you. Your phones are turned off and put away. You're not at a movie. You're not watching TV. You are paying attention to each other and talking about things that matter. That's quality time. Gifts. Gifts is number 4. Yes, little fuzzy boxes with shiny things in them are lovely, and a lot of people appreciate them. But gifts, as a love language, do not have to cost a whole lot of money. They can be free. They can be, I saw this beautiful rock when I was on my walk this morning, and I wanted to show it to you. I wanted you to see it. I was on my trip and I saw this, and it reminded me of you, so here's a little gift I brought you back. I have a dish of rocks beside my sink over there in the kitchen that my children brought to me because they knew I loved pretty rocks. And I have saved every one of them, and they are quite beautiful. And I keep them out where I can still see them. Those kids are 22 and 25 now. So you can spend wads of money, but you don't have to for giving gifts. The last one is acts of service. Acts of service is an act of service is when you do something for your partner that takes it off of their to-do list, and so they don't have to do it. Do you follow that? Like, we have an arrangement in this house. If I cook, I don't have to clean up. Henry will clean up, and vice versa. So if I were to cook the night before and clean up, then that's an act of service from me to him, because I did his part, the washing of the dishes and the loading the dishwasher and all that. So he didn't have to do it. Act of service. Okay? Now, can you see how people might run afoul? Like, you never say you love me. Woman, what are you talking about? I rotated your tires and had your oil changed last week. What do you mean I don't love you? So there you have a words of affirmation person feeling nothing coming in. But the fella is over here, and I'm being very stereotypical here. The fella is loving as hard as he knows how to love by rotating her tires and changing her oil. To him, that spells, I love you. He wouldn't do that for someone he doesn't love. So if you go to 5lovelanguages.com and you poke around, you can find a free assessment. There's one for someone with a partner, and there's also one for someone who doesn't have a partner right now. And you can take it, and the website will score it for you. It's going to want your email address, but I don't think they're really bad about sharing it with other situations and getting your inbox all cluttered up. But if you do that, it will score your assessment and tell you what your love language is, if you haven't been able to figure it out already. So think about that. Think about what your love language is. Generally, the thing that you want the most will turn out to be the way that you love also. It's a two-way street there, but not always. And just because you think you know what your partner's is, you might be wrong. And you might be leaving a lot of unexpressed love on the table. So both of y'all do the assessment and find out. It's Gary Chapman or lovelanguages.com. Okay? Thanks.